Hello, Crispy friends. Abby Gatling here, founder of Crisp Communications, and I'm here with another edition of the Crisp Monthly. If you haven't received this newsletter before, welcome. So happy to have you here. As the name suggests, this is our monthly newsletter that goes out, and we jam pack it full of marketing lessons, updates, news, and fresh insights from the Crispy team. And this month, the theme is all about letting go. So whether you're gripping the paddle too tightly, or you're over explaining your brand values, on every single page of your website and every single platform that you're on, um, sometimes marketing is just about like loosening up and showing rather than telling. And that can help make all the difference in your marketing. But I'll talk about that a little bit later. Let's start off with a little bit of marketing news. So, we love to talk about socials because it's a tactic that we employ for a lot of our clients. A lot of businesses use socials as part of their marketing mix. So let's quickly chat about LinkedIn. So LinkedIn ID, don't know if you've heard about it, but it's basically where you can go get a verified ID badge on LinkedIn to prove that you are who you say you are. We're going to see a lot of this. It's already on Meta. It has been on Twitter slash X. It's basically people trying to make sure that people know that they are the true and authentic person, true authentic business as well. So they've released this thing where you can verify your identity, and then you get this little tick, and people know who you are, so people can't, pretend to be you as easily. So they're basically now extending that. So if you've got a LinkedIn ID verification, then now they're extending that across other platforms such as Adobe and a few other things. So that's just an interesting thing that they're kind of putting their tentacles out there and trying to, I guess, stay top of mind, I think. But it is a good news. If you have gone through the verification process, then you can actually start to see that tick elsewhere, which is really cool. Let's chat about YouTube for a little bit. It's a celebration for them. They're turning 20, and to celebrate, they've released a bunch of new features. So, like all sorts of cool things, AI radio stations, you can leave voice replies and comments. There's multi-view, there's a whole bunch of cool things. So I suggest you just jump on and have a little check it out and see whether those are things that you may want to use in your business if you are indeed having a video content strategy. Um, Talking of new things as well, Instagram has released a new app called the Edits app. Now, I think this is probably going to try and compete with the likes of, say, CapCut or one of those other video editing apps. Um, this basically lets people, trim, animate, and basically create Reels videos in another app, and with all the ease of those editing tools, and it's ready made for Instagram and Facebook. So we're going to be playing around with that over the next couple of weeks, and I'll give you an update if I think it's worthwhile moving over. We are big fans of CapCut, so it's going to have to be pretty good to pip that one. Um, and let's just talk about Threads for a quick second. Threads ads. I'm not sure if anyone is actually doing ads on Threads, but they have now opened access to everyone, and now brands can run ads in the feed and control how and when they appear a lot more than they have in the past. So maybe this is going to see a bit more of an uptake in people doing advertising on the Threads platform. So, interesting. Some changes there. I'll keep you posted on all of that. And if you are one of our clients, then if I think this is going to be suitable for you, then I will let you know, and we might consider putting these things into your marketing strategy. Okay, now one of the other things that I like to share every single month is what we get asked about. So the number one query here at Crisp over the last month, because it's kind of a trends-based thing, and for some reason we get a number of inquiries about the same thing every single month. It's really interesting. Um, and this month, it's all about trying to be a bit more authentic with your marketing. When people are hesitant to start marketing, they don't want to feel like they're being too flashy, or they don't want to feel like they're big noting themselves, or they don't want to seem desperate, I suppose. These are all things that people have said to us about, "Oh, I want to do marketing, but this is what's holding me back." And I sort of lean into that and I say, well, actually, if you are really clear on who you are and who your business is and how you add value to people, then your marketing can come pretty easily as long as you lean into that authentically. So, if you're trying too hard to be flashy or clever, or trying too hard to be liked, or like tick the marketing boxes that you think that you need to tick, sometimes it can come across as inauthentic. So we suggest that the best possible way is, yeah, to lean into that, to be honest and to be consistent, and let your marketing reflect who you really are. And you don't need a huge explanation about that if you are demonstrating it rather than telling people it. Now, I've written two articles along this sports theme about that. One is my marketing lessons from the Japanese football team, which I think is a really lovely, quiet demonstration of values. And there's a video and an article about that, so you can have a look at that. And I think this will just make you think a little bit different about how you can demonstrate your brand culture in an authentic way without, flashing headlines. And the second one is about pickleball and pickleballer marketing and loosening your grip on your marketing and just not trying too hard. And in fact, it may improve your game, may improve your marketing. So, though I've popped the links for those two just a little bit further down if you want to have a look. And if you would rather listen than read, I was on a podcast this month talking about branding and marketing for financial advice businesses. This advice here would apply to any business really, and talking about like how do you actually build an authentic brand, and then how do you then use marketing to help share that with the world. So there's a link for that one down below as well. And that kind of brings me to the end of the Crisp Monthly for April. So if you have any questions, if anything in here has sparked any interest, let me know, hit reply, or send me a message. Happy to have a chat. And if not, until next time, stay crispy, and I'll see you next month.